Alright, so back to South, who opened the 1-no trump, 12 to 14. And after a transfer bid, 95%, probably plus of the time, you should do as you're told. So the way a transfer works is that it's an instruction. Stayman is more of a question. Have you got 4 cards in hearts or spades? Transfers are bid this suit please. So it's more of a command than it is a question. However, every now and again, there is a circumstance where you can do something known as breaking the transfer, which is you don't do as you're told, deliberately, because you really like the transfer suit. So when your partner transfers to a suit that you like, in this case spades, which we do, you can break the transfer, forcing your team up to the 3 level, deliberately trying to tell your partner you have a good holding for them, you have a good fit for their suit, in this case their suit being spades. So to break a transfer, you want to have 3 conditions. You want to have a 4-card suit, a 4-card fit for their suit, in this case spades. You want to have a maximum hand, so for the context you want to have 14 points for a weak no trump, or 17 for a strong no trump. And you want to have another suit that you want to break too. So you want to have something else, some other suit that you want to name. Now I suppose want to name is perhaps a slight misnomer there, because we don't really deliberately want to say clubs, but we want to carry the 2 main messages of the 3, which is I've got a good spade fit and I've got a maximum hand. There is also something known as bouncing the transfer. Now bouncing the transfer is, instead of bidding 2, you bid 3. And what you want for a bounce is just 4 cards in your partner's suit. So they've shown you 5 spades. If you've got 4 cards in spades, you can bid 3 instead of 2. And that's a bounce because you're bouncing up 1 level. A break is more of a constructive, cooperative noise, and a bounce is more of a, well, I've got 4 to go with your 5, so I'm going 1 higher to try and keep the opponents out. To bounce, you don't need to be maximum, you just need to have a 4-card fit. To break, you need to be maximum and a 4-card fit and a good hand overall. So in this instance, I'm actually going to break the transfer, and I'm going to break it to my next best suit. This is known as breaking to values. Some players break to doubletons, some players break to no trumps if they're flat, or a suit if you're unbalanced. There's all sorts of different things. I personally break to your next best suit with regards to length. So therefore, on this hand, I'm going to break the transfer to 3 clubs, which says 3 things. I have a maximum 1-no trump, 14. I have a 4-card or greater fit for your suit, spades. And my next best suit after that is clubs. And next best is length, not strength. So diamonds are better, ace, but clubs are longer. This is to help our partner judge whether our hand suits their hand in order for them to go to game or even slam. If our partner has a very weak hand, which sometimes transfer hands do, they can re-transfer us to spades, insisting we bid 3 spades, and we could potentially stop in 3 spades. We don't have to bid game. But that should be safe, because with 5 spades opposite 4, it means you've got 9 between you, so the 3 levels should be safe. So that's why to break or bounce a transfer, you must have at least 4 in their transfer suit to make the 3 levels safe, because a transferer can be very weak, could theoretically have 0 points. So I'm breaking to say maximum 4 cards or more in spades, next best suit is clubs. What do you think about potentially going higher than just 2 spades or 3 spades? So 3 clubs is my